Live at Coletco for part 2 of tonight's live Facebook record sale. When you are on and watching, please let me know. And we'll get started in just a second. Alrighty. Tanner locked himself out. Okay, let's get my chat pulled back up. Alrighty, there we have it. Let's get my camera situated. Part 2. Alright, go through those in just a second. So I had some people say, can we see some new vinyl, which we can do that. And then, let's see here. There's those. Let me go get my cherry limeade. Let's see here. Let's see. Okay, let me go over here and get this. Did you get any new LA Guns? I didn't know there was a new LA Guns. Actually, let me start with, we never start with vintage. Let me start with a new vinyl recap. Let me find the new vinyl we had from tonight. Or at least some kind of crate of new vinyl. Well, we got a bunch around here, I can tell you that. We've got a lot of new vinyl around here. Go through. Black Diamonds dropped today. I didn't get that. I must have missed that one, Ken. Let me check into that, okay? If you want me to possibly put you down for a copy. Let's see. Clint needs to be taken off Metallica. You ordered it. You ordered it with us, too. You should cancel at the other place. Tell the other place you got to cancel. That'd be the best thing, Clint. I will scratch your name off the list. And I've got a couple other names to scratch off. All right. People's like, I ordered it. And I was like, well, you should have canceled it with them. Who do you like more? Us or the other people you ordered it with? Let's see here. That's the crate we went through earlier tonight. You can cancel Walmart. Black vinyl is going to be worth more than the colored versions at this rate. So everybody's got colored. No mean people's going to have the black vinyl. All right. I think this was the first crate of new. Okay. Now I'm back. See what happens, everybody went to Walmart this morning, and instead of shopping with your local indie record store, Coletco, you cave to the big Walmart Blockbuster store And everybody went there today and bought a copy. But a lot of people bought a copy there and with me. Jason Dobbs says he wants a copy. I'll add you down here at the bottom. That's for black vinyl. Jason Dobbs. Everybody caved the Walmart, of course. Okay, here's some new stuff from tonight. This is Mammoth, Wolfgang Van Halen, which came out actually a couple years ago, didn't it? Yeah, technically a couple years ago. This is $36.99. $36.99, Wolfgang Van Halen, Mammoth. That is $36.99. We've got 2 copies of Loretta Lynn Icon. Loretta Lynn Icon, that is a Loretta Lynn's greatest hits, like You Ain't Woman Enough to Take My Man and Coal Miner's Daughter. There is $36.99. $36.99. Austin Cauldron says he'll be one. Now, the only thing I have is black vinyl, so I don't have any indie exclusive purple, so I wish I would. More people would have bought one from me, I'm sure, but I don't have any. They only sent me 30, and they're not making any more. They're not making any more. Austin Cauldron. We've got a long list now of black. I think black and purple is almost balanced out, so it looks like we're going to end up selling about 60 copies of that album this week. Thank you, Metallica. Gin Blossoms, New Miserable Experience. Gin Blossoms is $29.99. Well, if y'all know this, black vinyl is better audiophile. Black vinyl is better sounding. It's just the truth. So, black vinyl is better sounding. Not to try to push one on you or anything. The Specials Ghost Town. The Specials is $33.99. The Specials Ghost Town. And we got a bunch of these. We got about 70 copies of these in stock. Zach Bryan, Deanne. Zach Bryan, Deanne. Those are $29.99 for Zach Bryan, Deanne. Smashing Pumpkins, Pure Acoustic. That is Unplugged and More. Smashing Pumpkins is $38.99. That's a unofficial. Can't believe no one's grabbed those yet. Bob Marley, Natty Dread. That's part of the Jamaica pressings. Tough Gong. They're limited and numbered on the back. Those are $36.99. Natty Dread, Bob Marley. We have Fleetwood Mac Rumors, the 2LP Palace pressing. $59.99 for Fleetwood Mac Rumors. Stevie Nicks, Crystal Visions. That is the very best of Stevie Nicks. 2 LPs, $39.99. Aerosmith Permanent Waves is $38.99. Austin Cauldron wants one of the Smashing Pumpkins Unplugged. I've got one of those left if anybody else wants one. Bob Marley Uprising. I had 3 copies of those available. I still have 3 copies. Bob Marley Uprising. That was like the only crate of new vinyl from tonight. And then, of course, we've got Metallica 72 Seasons. Black vinyl, new release from the long legends, the long-lived metal legends of Metallica. They've been doing this a while. They're pretty successful, if you hadn't noticed. $39.99. That is Metallica 72 Seasons. I'm going to put the price tag here where it's not covering up the logo. Cool artwork. You really start looking at it, it's pretty cool. Let's see. We've got James Bragg on Smashing Pumpkins. Metallica has a new album if you hadn't seen it yet. That's true. Brenda, I think I've got you down for no, Brenda Medina. Let's see here. Brenda, I thought I already said your name tonight. Brenda Medina. I guess not. Brenda Medina. I'll add you down, Brenda Medina. Brenda Medina. I got it right here, Tanner. Brenda Medina. We got a lot of sticky notes to make. Purple, black. Okay. Anybody else? Anybody else? I'm going to go through, let's go through, I don't know, there's a lot of crates of new vinyl. I feel like we need to go through one on this table over here because the table stuff has been stacked over here and kind of blocked. So let me see what I've got. And then we're going to start doing a buy it now best offer bin. Let me try to get to these though. I got an entire crate of Smashing Pumpkins Siamese Dream, if anybody needs that. Let me see what's in this crate. Okay, yeah, I don't think we've shown these in a while. Go through some new vinyl over here. Whoop, I don't have that one moved yet. do that. Man, we've been listening to it since we got it. Doug was listening to it on repeat while he was shipping earlier. So I've probably listened to it like 6 or 7 times now. I still like Lux Eterna, the first single they released from it. Okay, Mana War. Mana War is Fighting the World. That's a music on vinyl, limited in number to 1,500 on yellow flaming colored vinyl. Mana War, $44.99. We have that. We also have 10 Years After, A Sting in the Tail. 10 Years After is $38.99. A Sting of the Tail, $38.99. Why do they have to have long songs? Metallica's always had long songs. Brenda Medina on Mana War. All their songs have been 6-7 minutes. They've always been like that. Dusty Springfield, Dusty in Memphis. That's a 2LP, 45 RPM, $69.99. One and Justice for All. And man, those are all lengthy. They're just epic. That's what they've always done. Soul Asylum. Soul Asylum, Grave Dancers Union, 30th anniversary, 5,000 numbered copies on black and gold marbled vinyl, $38.99. $38.99. Is MOV's second most desirable pressing after MoFi? I think that's apples and that's apples and oranges. MoFi is an audiophile label. I would say that they're a better quality than music on vinyl. I don't know about apples and oranges. That's a hard question to answer. This is a great company, but it's not the quality of MoFi as far as the vinyl quality and probably the pressing of it. So MOV would be number 2. Black Crowes, 30th anniversary, newly remastered of Shake Your Moneymaker. Shake Your Moneymaker is $33.99. Stray Cats, Greatest Hits, $29.99. I think apples and oranges came to my mind because MoFi is more of an audiophile company. Music on vinyl does some great, they do some great stuff, but they're, you got to also keep in mind where they're pressed at, and they do a great job, but it's, like I said, it's not MoFi. The Zombies, Odyssey and Oracle. This is $31.99. Yeah, Kraft and MoFi or MOV, similar. $31.99. And Five Finger Death Punch, $36.99. That's their greatest hits. I do have Caressa Steel, Susie. Rush Caressa Steel is $36.99. So this is the best of Five Finger Death Punch. That's on Crimson Red vinyl, $36.99. B-52 Whammy, that's a 40th anniversary. Rhino, Start Your Ear Off Right on Splatter vinyl, $31.99. Talking Heads, Chicago, August 28, 1978. That's a live Talking Heads, $24.99. Stephanie and Susie wants a Rush Caressa Steel. Smashing Pumpkins, Gish. I don't know what happened to all of our copies of Pisces. I guess we sold them all. There for a while, I could say we had every Smashing Pumpkins album in stock. But now I think we just have Gish, Siamese, Melancholy, and Adore. We're missing some others. $39.99 for Smashing Pumpkins, Gish. Andy Wade wants the B-52s. Let me go pull those Rush for Stephanie and Susie. I'll go do that right now. Classic Rock Collected is from Music on Vinyl. That's limited to 3,500 copies on gold vinyl. Those are individually numbered. 27 classic rock songs, and that is $44.99. Also, let me announce a pre-order while we got everybody on probably for part 2. I posted a couple pre-orders. There's several new collecteds coming out. The first one I posted was Glam Rock. That's a new collective coming out. If go to our group, it's pinned. We've already got several pre-orders. Thank you, James and Stacy and Paul and Matt. That's Glam Rock Collected. Some great tracks on that. I also posted a pre-order. This is an import only. That's why it's $50. But Disney has some great soundtracks coming out in the UK. We're going to import them from one of our distributors. And they're on colored vinyl. Great artwork. They're in great jackets. It's not like the cheaper picture disc like we get here in the US. This is actually high quality audiophile type vinyl, they say. Then there's a new Overkill album coming out. We're getting the indie exclusive Scorched. Steve Henry's watching the... Steve Henry, you're watching the wrong video. He's on the old feed. And then the Now 78. Here's the newest Now yearbook. They're doing 1978. I think they're going to start doing the 70s now. That's a 3LP pink vinyl. There's the pre-sale for Deanne. Pre-sale for that. Let's see. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 for the new movie that comes out next month. Those are always great soundtracks. Rush, 40th anniversary of Signals. They're doing that as a picture disc. And then a couple other music on vinyl pressings. Leonard Skinner, Motown Collected, A New Ministry. And that's about it. Of course, I hope everybody knows about the Rat box set. Talking Heads, lots of people pre-ordered that. The new Mammoth, Mammoth 2. Beth Hart, Oingo Boingo, Danzig. And some of these are old now. Some of these are older. These aren't. Reggae Collected hadn't come out. Cold hadn't come out. Some of these have already come out, like Jerry Garcia and Danzig. I think I didn't get any of the Danzig, so no one pre-ordered it. Not one person, but I don't think I got any. So, okay. Next, we have Vinyl Check, new signals and recordings to test and adjust equipment, $38.99. We Are Motorhead, that's a green transparent vinyl pressing, $36.99. More of the Monkees. This is a all analog pressing. Well, this sounds amazing too. This is from the Run Out Groove. They're numbered on the back. More of the Monkees. I'm a Believer. That's an all analog cut. $42.99. $42.99. The Pixies, Best of Pixies, is $39.99. That's a 2LP, Best of Pixies. Overkill, Taking Over, pink marbled vinyl, $34.99. Tangerine Dream, Zeit. Tangerine Dream is $39.99. We have Pearl Jam Vitology. Pearl Jam Vitology, $41.99. Wasp, I Want to Be Somebody picture disc, $39.99. Metallica, In the City of Brotherly Love. This is a live, unofficial, red vinyl, $44.99. Pearl Jam Binaural, $41.99. Off is $31.99. And Tool, Lateralis. And that's a 2LP picture disc, new and sealed, $46.99. $46.99. Okay, now let's go through a Buy It Now Best Offer crate. That was a couple crates of new vinyl just for a recap. Brenda Medina wants the Tangerine Dream. That's so to Brenda. So we have Tool, Off, Pearl Jam, Metallica, Wasp. Craig Johnson wants Tool, Lateralis. That's so to Craig Johnson. Pearl Jam, Overkill, Pixies, Monkees, Motorhead, Vinyl Check, Classic Rock, Smashing Pumpkins, Talking Heads, Five Finger Death Punch, The Zombies. I'm going to put it up here because it kind of blends in with all the Stray Cats. Stray Cats Greatest Hits. The Black Crowes, Shake Your Money Maker, Soul Asylum, Dusty Springfield, and 10 Years After. The Off, Paul, is, I think, self-titled. It says Off, Satan Did Not Appear, but I think that's a self-titled one. There's the cover if that helps you out. $31.99. Michael, the unofficial Stevie Ray Vaughan, got pushed back till next month. Somebody else, Tracy McFadden, asked me that this morning, and it got pushed back. I posted on the pre-order, I posted the new date. If you go through the comments, I went and looked that up, and they pushed it back. All right. The two Pearl Jams are Binaural and Vitology. But I also have Verses in stock. I also have 10 in stock, and I think I've got a couple others. So, all right, let's go through a crate of vintage. Buy It Now Best Offer. Let me figure out what I can put up for auction over here. I have a Speaker's Corners 4 tops. I got a Led Zeppelin Coda, another John Prine. Hey, Paul, Bill, I think you just bought one of these last night if you want another one. This is the Judy's Washarama. I don't know what you had around your face, Tanner. The Judy's Washarama. This is $59.99. $59.99. This is a 1981. The top seam is split. The top seam is split, and that's the Judy's Washarama. $59.99. It's got a cover split, but I think we just sold one of those to Paul. Yes, we're still getting it. Just the release date's been pushed back. That tells me they probably had more demand than they realized. They needed to make some more. Okay, let's do some Buy It Now Best Offer. Boston, Don't Look Back, $34.99. Everything in here, I'm going to tell you the price. I'll tell you if it's a check condition record. If not, it's EX Plus Near Mint Minus. Boston's $34.99. Don't Look Back. The uncensored W.C. Fields, $24.99. Pearl Jam Avocado. I don't think I have that one right now. That's their self-titled album. Roxy Music, The Atlantic Years. This is a Roxy Music compilation, 73 to 1980, $24.99. Terry said he'd give 20 for W.C. Fields. Shout out to Terry Westwood. The Rolling Stones, Undercover, $34.99 for the Rolling Stones, Undercover, $34.99 for that. Rycooter, this is a Rycooter Bop Till You Drop Test Press. Bop Till You Drop Test Press, $39.99. Test press of Bop Until You Drop. James Dean is $19.99. This is original soundtrack excerpts from James Dean's 3 greatest performances: East of Eden, Rebel Without a Cause, and Giant. $19.99. The Hair soundtrack, $19.99 for Hair, American Tribal Love Rock Musical, $19.99. Levon Helm, the RCO All-Stars, Levon Helm, $19.99. Super Oldies Volume 3 from Capitol Records, $19.99. So a Capitol Records comps, that's going to have stuff like Bobby Gentry and Cannonball Adderley, Chad and Jeremy, The Letterman, The Outsiders, Peter and Gorder, Stone Ponies, Different Drum, $19.99 on Super Oldies Volume 3. Neil Young Decade, $49.99. This is a triple Neil Young hits compilation, kind of a retrospective career all the way up and through, I guess, like 1973 probably. $49.99. Rycooter Borderline. This is a sealed 1980 pressing. 1980 sealed. $24.99 for Rycooter Borderline. Live Cream is a VG copy. $19.99. It's a 1970 UK Live Cream. That's a VG copy. 1970 UK. $19.99. The original soundtrack recording of The Golden Breed promo copy. It's got free stamped in it. EX $24.99. That's usually indication of free. I know it's a big deal when you see a Beatles album stamped that way. Depends on which one it is and what pressing, but you don't see that too often. Family, Music in a Doll's House. Family is VG Plus $19.99. America's Choice. That's Hot Tuna. That's a new pressing, I believe. Yes, Friday Music, $19.99. That's on yellow vinyl. Friday Music colored vinyl. Of course, that's what they're known for. $19.99. Hot Tuna. 38 Special. This is an OG Wild Eyed Southern Boys. $24.99 for 38 Special. Nicholas Tremulous. NT. Nicholas Tremulous. That is $9.99. I think we're hitting a pocket of Murfreesboro stuff. I can tell you by the titles and the sleeves. Some of that's still scattered throughout bins throughout the store. Nicholas Tremulous, More Than the Truth. That's $9.99. 10 Years After. This is a premium RTI pressing from the original UK Mono Masters from Sundazed. That is $24.99. 10 Years After. Jim Capaldi, Oh How We Danced. $14.99. That's in shrink wrap. Saquara Dogs Thirst. Saquara Dogs Thirst. 1987 UK. $19.99. Thunderball soundtrack in shrink wrap. Someone peeled off what looks like was the original price tag or a discount sticker. $19.99. It's like magnetic. Well, it's a nice copy though. In shrink wrap. Fantastic cover there. Thunderball. $19.99. Jethro Tull A. That is $19.99. Very clean copy. Blows Against the Empire. Jefferson Starship. Blows Against the Empire. $19.99. Just hopping on. These are all buy it now, best offer. Everybody's awfully quiet right now. Ever since we sold W.C. Fields, everybody is falling asleep. Live Cream Volume 2. $34.99. That means they don't want them or they're afraid to make an offer. Cream. This is a RSO reissue, which is a Canadian press. Is $34.99 Canadian. So that's Cream, Fresh Cream, Cream's first album. It's got a different cover, pressed in Canadian, reissue, $34. After Break Fog. Yeah. Sometimes that's why I don't like taking breaks, because everybody's like, ugh, falling asleep. I can't focus. Michael Nass says, after break fall, or excuse me, Mark Strobe says, do you have Turnstiles by Billy Joel? Probably. I can't go to one right now, though. I can't go straight to one and pull it. But do I have it? Absolutely. We probably have 10 of them. I just can't go get one right now. No telling where they're at. Stones 22. The only Stones album I showed was it Undercover? Andy, I'll sell that to you for $25 if you want it. I'll sell that to you for $25. You said 22. The Fifth Dimension, The Birds. This is a 70s press. Really nice condition, though. $24.99. $24.99. The Fifth Dimension Birds. $24.99. Andy Wade said sold on Rolling Stones, and that's for $25. Yeah, you can send us a message. So the way our vintage works is you see nothing's in order. We have tens of thousands of like this. We don't know what we have, where they're at, and unless my memory is really good and I can remember where it was from a recent show. But recently, Billy Joel has been selling. So we probably have some in the back. We just hadn't worked them out. But Billy Joel albums lately, I think because he's on this new tour, well, he's always been popular, of course. I don't think he's ever got unpopular. But they sell really well. 10 years after, another RTI pressing, mono. Surprised no one's bought those or made offers on them yet. Jethro Tull, Too Old to Rock and Roll, Too Young to Die. This is the Steven Wilson remix. Steven Wilson remix, $29.99 on that. Traffic, When the Eagle Flies. That's a remastered 180-gram pressing. $19.99 for Traffic. Joe Walsh, There Goes the Neighborhood. Joe Walsh, There Goes the Neighborhood, $19.99. Manzarek, not who I thought it was that one night. I was thinking it was Ray Manzarek, but this is Manzarek, K-Scope, $14.99. We Want the Funk, Give Up the Funk. Who is that, Parliament? Who does that song? We Got the Funk. I think that's Parliament, isn't it? Electrif Lythantrope. And this is a Little Feat Live 1974. Little Feat Live 1974. And that is $59.99. Steve Henry wants the Joe Walsh. That's sold to Steve Henry. Little Feat, Let It Roll. Little Feat is $14.99. Parliament. That's what I thought. Parliament. Little Feat, $14.99. Kenny Loggins, Celebrate Me Home. $9.99 for Kenny Loggins. We have Julian Lennon, Violette. That is $14.99. Shrink wrap and hop sticker. Vanilla Fudge is $39.99. 50th anniversary of Vanilla Fudge, self-titled Classic American Psychedelia, limited edition white vinyl. $39.99. Greg Allman, the Allman Brothers. This is one of those 31st of February recordings, $24.99. Savoy Brown, Looking In. Savoy Brown is a 180-gram repressing of that, $19.99. Savoy Brown, Hellbound Train. I believe this is an OG Savoy Brown. It is $19.99 on the Parrot label. Jethro Tull Benefit, $19.99. The Hollies Greatest Hits, $19.99. The Hollies Greatest Hits, $19.99. Ricky Lee Jones, $14.99. We have Ricky Lee Jones Pirates. Ricky Lee Jones Pirates is $14.99. That's in shrink wrap. And what do we have here? Aviator, Head in the Clouds, Hands in the Dirt. $14.99. Red and white, black splatter. Red, white, and black splatter. Oh, that's some nice colors. $14.99. Are we doing Record Store Day? No. We have never been approved for Record Store Day. Never been approved. We've been trying for a few years now. They said no Record Store Day for you, so we don't do it. State Faults, Resonant Desperate, $19.99. Resonant Desperate, $19.99. That's on yellow and black vinyl, $19.99. Southside Johnny and the Jukes, In the Heat, $19.99. Southside Johnny, $19.99. Rycooter is $19.99. Rycooter is $19.99. Rycooter, $19.99. Grace Slick and the Grace Society collector's item, $39.99. 2LP. Leon Bridges, Coming Home, $39.99. And Boz Scaggs, Down to Then Left, $19.99. Susie says, I'll take the splatter. I think you mean this album right here. This one that I showed, $14.99. This one here, is that right? It's wild looking. Sell that to Susie. $14.99. Okay. Well, I'm just going to go get a whole new crate. There's absolutely nothing there that piqued y'all's interest except just a few. W.C. Fields, the Rolling Stones, Joe Walsh, and the splatter vinyl for Susie. All these fantastic, great records. Premium reissues, mint OGs. Okay, I'll go get some half-off stuff, and I don't really think... Let me figure out what's in this. Brian Miller said 20 for 38 special. Sell that to Brian for $20, which was right in here. Might grab this crate of new vinyl. I don't think I've been through that in a while. Let me find 38 special for him, though. All these Cream albums, 10 years after. There it is. Sell that to Brian for $20. Might go through this crate right back here. It looks like some stuff. Or we could just do half off. I feel like there's a pocket of new vinyl stuff somewhere that y'all would really like to see that hadn't been shown in a while. Somewhere around here. No, what is that? Is it? Yeah. Yeah, that's got that Def Leppard in it that I can't believe it didn't sell. Okay. Paying our taxes Tuesday. Yeah, I got to do that too. Oh my gosh. Thanks for the reminder. My CPA emailed me this morning, but I'll forget if I don't do it tomorrow. Be right back. Okay. Everybody's probably like, what the heck happened to Chad? Let's see. When is taxes due? Let's see here. Is it Monday or Tuesday? When is tax day? It's usually Tuesdays. I don't, that's a bad day, having to pay the IRS. Man, they just take it right from you and just don't even say thanks. All right, half off records. Paying taxes is a good thing, though. Kind of. Lynn Anderson's greatest hits. We're going to do some half off records. Who needs some classic? Boy, look at that hairdo. $5. Lynn Anderson's Greatest Hits Volume 1. $5. $5. T.G. Shepherd, Slow Burn. T.G. Shepherd is $7.50. Larry Gatlin and the Gatlin Brothers, Help Yourself. Larry Gatlin is a $5. $5, Larry Gatlin. Bluegrass, 2 records of wide open country picking and strumming. Bluegrass is $11.50. $11.50. A night at the Louisiana Hayride, KWKH, Blue Mercury label, $15, early country. Roy Acuff, Country Music Hall of Fame, Roy Acuff, $5. Fit a batch of some vintage country here. Not anymore. Chili Whack, Opus X. Chili Whack is $5. Opus X, $5. Ask not what your country can do for you. Ask what you can do for your country. That is a John F. Kennedy inaugural address speech. $10. $10. Pop Blues, Volume 7, Pacific Gas and Electric, Wade in the Water, $10. This is Pacific Gas and Electric, Get It On, Volume 7, Wade in the Water, French pressing, $10. Mike Post wants TG. That's for T.G. Shepherd. That's sold to Mike Post. Everything in here is half off. I'm telling you the half off price. If you see anything you want, just comment, let me know. We have Maria Muldaur. Maria Muldaur is $5 for Maria Muldaur. Everything in here has been cleaned, checked, and inspected. Sleeved. Little River Band, Time Exposure, $5. David, I forgot you live in California. Whew, I'm sorry. Nantucket, Your Face or Mine. Nantucket is $7.50. Nantucket, Your Face or Mine, $7.50. Lulu. Lulu is $5. Lulu, $5. Michael Nath wants the Little River Band. Sell that to Michael Nath. Lee Oscar, Before the Rain, $15 for Lee Oscar. Before the Rain, $15. This is a folk jamboree, a Columbia Special Products, Philco, a subsidiary of Ford Motor Company, presents Folk Jamboree. You get some, look, Bob Dylan. That's an early picture of him. Johnny Cash, Banjo Barons, Pete Seeger, Flatt and Scruggs, Village Stompers. That is $5. Brooklyn Bridge. Brooklyn Bridge is $10. The Brooklyn Bridge, $10. That's a nice looking copy. Their hit song was Worst That Could Happen. Worst That Could Happen. Kathy Dalton, Boogie Bands and One Night Stands. That's on the Discreet promo. That's got to do something with Frank Zappa some way or another. $5. Stephanie Harder wants the Folk Festival. That's sold to Stephanie Harder. Candy, Under Your Spell. That's a 12-inch single promo, $7.50. Gene Autry, Back in the Saddle Again. Gene Autry is $5. Back in the Saddle Again. Gene Autry is $5. Maria Muldaur again. We got 2 of those? We do. There's 2 of them. $5 and $5. California Eureka Torrance. It's got like a flip-up cover. Looks like a license plate. $5 on California Eureka. Omar and the Howlers, Hard Times in the Land of Plenty. $12.50 on Omar and the Howlers. Michael Nath on the Gene Autry, Back in the Saddle Again. That's sold to Michael Nath. The Clowns, Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey. It's got a little bit of a cover ding here, but I think that is sealed. It is sealed, $15. Colin Butler on Eureka. That's sold to Colin Butler. Ragni Rado McDermott, Disinherited. $5. That's interesting. The official music of the XXLL Third, the 23rd Olympiad, Los Angeles, 1984. That is $10. Scott, was Lee Oscar 5? Lee Oscar was $15. $15 on that. 1910 Fruit Gum Company, Hard Ride the Train. That is $7.50. Colin wants this here. We're going to call it Hair. That's sold to Colin. Wild in the Streets soundtrack. Wild in the Streets is $12.50. Greg Lake, solo album, $10. Greg Lake from Emerson, Lake and Palmer. Blood, Sweat, and Tears, Child is Father to the Man. VG Plus, $7.50. This is a half-off bin. Yes, I am telling you the half-off bin. I'm telling you the half-off prices. It is half off. Excuse me while I enjoy some cherry limeade. Another Lulu. This one's called New Routes in shrink wrap with hop sticker, $12.50. Another Brooklyn Bridge. We'll put that back here with the other one. So Brooklyn Bridge, another copy, $10. Airy, John Denver. This has the poster with it. That does have the poster, $10. 10cc Bloody Tourist, $10 for 10cc. Commander Cody and his Lost Planet Airmen. That is $10. That's live from the deep in heart of Texas. Live from deep in the heart of Texas. $10 for Commander Cody. 10cc, we have Country Casanova. Is that what that says? It's another Commander Cody. Commander Cody and his Lost Planet Airmen. Shrink wrap hop sticker, $10 on that one. Uniquely Yours, the Uniques. Uniquely Yours, the Uniques, that's $12.50. To Bonnie from Delaney, Delaney and Bonnie is $12.50. Andy Wade on John Denver, that's sold to Andy Wade. Scott Smith on CC, that's Commander Cody. Let me know if you want the Country Casanova or if you want the live Scott Smith. Your dibs on either of those. Pacific Gas and Electric, starring Charlie Allen. VG Plus, $7.50. Scott Smith got both. Josh, he went ahead and claimed both of those. He had dibs on those. Low Ride, Earl Clue, $5. Earl Clue, Low Ride. The Everly Brothers Show, 2-record set, $10 on the Everly Brothers Show. 2-record set, $10 on that. Colin Butler on Charlie, that's the Charlie Annual. Pacific Gas and Electric, that's sold to Colin. Earl Hines is $5. GNP Crescendo, Earl Hines, $5. Nigel Del Rocket wants PG&E, Pacific Gas and Electric. That has already been claimed by Colin. He was first. Redbone Potlatch. Redbone is $10. Potlatch, $10. Aerosmith Rocks, VG Plus, $10. VG Plus, $10. The Little Drummer Boy, that is now $3.50. $3.50 for the Little Drummer Boy. Josh Ragland, first to Aerosmith Rocks. That's sold to Josh Ragland. Stephanie, second. Every Mother's Son, EMS, that is $10. Let's see. Josh got Aerosmith. Susie was next. Jeff McMaster wants Little Drummer Boy. Jeff was first to that. Austin Cauldron, you were third on Rocks. Susie was second on Drummer Boy. Rich next on Rocks. Nigel Del Rocket first on EMS. That's so to Nigel Del Rocket. Westbound number 9, Flaming Ember. Westbound number 9, Flaming Ember. That is $12.50. Resurrection Band, Colors. Resurrection Band is $10. Show of Hands, formerly Anthrax. Has nothing to do with the metal band. That is $12.50. Craig wants the Olympic record. Let's pull that for Craig Weatherford. That's back here a few, but we still got it. Craig, I'm assuming you want that, the Olympic record. And Jeff McMaster wants the Resurrection Band. That's so to Jeff McMaster. Steve Henry wants Redbone. Sell that to Steve Henry. That's sold to Steve Henry. The Sidekicks featuring Fifi the Flea. The Sidekicks is $10. RCA Victor. And we have John Fitzgerald, a memorial album. $10. One of the many Show of Hands sold to Colin. So, Lulu bundle price. Let me go ahead and do that before that gets lost and forgotten about. There's one Lulu. The other Lulu is right here. This is for Terry Westwood. The half off prices are $12.50 and $5. I'll go ahead and do 10 and 4. We'll say $14 for both of them. Wet, Wet, Wet popped in and sold out. $10. Adventures in Utopia, $10. The Screaming Blue Messiahs, $10 says pressed on high quality audiophile vinyl. That is $10 Screaming Blue Messiahs. The Trout from 1968 in shrink wrap. The Trout, $10. Terry said sold on both Lulus for $14. Those are sold to Terry. Romeo and Juliet, the Franco Zeffirelli soundtrack, $10 on Romeo and Juliet. Jeff McMaster is going to take the Blue Messiahs, sell that to Jeff McMaster. And Iron Butterfly Live. This is a VG copy. VG copy, $5. Iron Butterfly Live. Live Iron Butterfly. Sold to John Porter. VG copy, $5. Okay. I'm going to go through these one more time, read some titles. If you want any prices, let me know. If you already know the prices and you want to buy it, go ahead. If you want to make an offer, go ahead. Nantucket, Your Face or Mine. John, there's a Nantucket in here. It is $7.50. We have Lynn Anderson's Greatest Hits. Larry Gatlin and the Gatlin Brothers, Help Yourself. That's a 2LP bluegrass compilation. Louisiana Hayride. Roy Acuff. Chilliwack, Opus X. I think I'm going to keep Kennedy because I don't think I have that one. John Porter said sold on Nantucket. Pacific Gas and Electric. This is still available if anybody wants it. That's another Pacific Gas and Electric. Maria Muldaur. Lee Oscar. Don't be afraid to make offers. Brooklyn Bridge. Kathy Dalton. Candy. Omar and the Howlers. The Clowns. 1910 Fruit Gum Company. Wild in the Streets. Greg Lake. Blood, Sweat, and Tears. 10cc. The Uniques. Joe Stampley in the Uniques, by the way. I knew there was somebody in there worth mentioning. Delaney and Bonnie. Earl Clue. The Everly Brothers. Earl Hines. Westbound Number 9. Flaming Ember. Another JFK record. Sidekicks. Wet, Wet, Wet. Utopia. The Trout. And Romeo and Juliet. Let's see. There was a Live Sticks album earlier in the show. Still kicking around. Let's see. You are referring to... I'm not for sure. Let me see if I can find that for you. Let's see. The 10cc price, Bloody Tourist. The half-off price is $10, John. And Wild in the Streets, sell that to Wayne Titsworth for $9. And sell Doc Smith Earl Hines for $5. Sell that to Doc Smith for $5. And we'll see if John wants 10cc. So we had an on-sale bin. Let me bring that up in case you didn't saw part one. I can flip through those very quickly. Let's see here. Pop and Blue. Poppy Blues. I've never heard of Poppy Blues. That's like saying... David Hilton said 6 on Everly Brothers. Sell that to David Hilton. And, oh, I think I missed it. John Porter said he'll take that for 10, half off. David Hilton got Everly Brothers 6. John Porter got that for half off. And let me show this on sale bin in case you missed it earlier. There's some really good stuff in here. Let me figure out where my dividers were. Let's see here. I think, yeah, okay. Starting in Mavis Staples. So everything in here was on sale. The on sale price is $9.99. Just a recap of some of these. These are all $9.99. Profile, the best of Emmylou Harris, $9.99. We have Emmylou Harris, Quarter Moon in a 10-cent Town, $9.99. Marshall Tucker Band, Together Forever. These are all on sale price, $9.99, or discount price, same thing. Neil Young, American Stars and Bars, VG, $9.99. The Age of Television, a chronicle of the first 25 years. This is with book, $9.99. Alan Parsons Project, I, Robot, that's a VG copy. VG for $9.99. Concert by the Sea, a Roe Gardner, is $9.99. Leon Russell, Carney, that was $9.99. Panther City Blues, $9.99. And the Mavis Staples soundtrack, A Piece of the Action, that's $9.99. David needs to put back the Ella Fitzgerald. And John Porter wants Emmylou Best, and Alex said Emmylou $7. So John was first. He wants this. We can go ahead and sell it to him. And then Alex, that leaves one Emmylou, which is this one. I don't know which one you wanted, so you can let me know on that. And then James Bragg, so that's $9.99. James Bragg wants Neil Young for $9.99. So $9.99 on that as well. These are $9.99. So now $14.99. These next records are $14.99 on sale. Price on Panther City. $9.99. $9.99. So Panther City Blues, Jim Colgrove. So from here back, all those that I just showed, they're $9.99. Mavis Staples soundtrack, Panther City Blues, Leon Russell, Eero Gardner, APP, Age of Television, MTB, and ELH. Emmylou Harris. Excuse me. We have a $7 offer for Panther and a $7 offer. Michael Nath asked about it first, so we can sell that to him for $8. Sell Michael Nath, Panther City Blues for $8. John Miller, he had dibs on that one. Okay, so now the $14.99 stuff. Emerson, Lake and Palmer, pictures at an exhibition. We had Todd Rundgren, A Wizard, A True Star. That is $14.99. So these are $14.99 now. Willie Nelson, I Gotta Get Drunk, is $14.99. Beach Boys Holland, VG Plus on the vinyl. VG Plus on the vinyl, $14.99. Naz is $14.99. Rycooter, Bop It Till You Drop, and Shrink Wrap. Early Steppenwolf was $14.99. Robert Palmer, Riptide, and the Beach Boys Party. The vinyl is VG Plus. It does have the original photo inserts with it. Original photo inserts. John Porter wants the Willie Nelson, and Tanner, that one was $14.99. Alan Parsons Project, $5.75. I don't know if I've ever seen an offer like that. $5.75. That would be $8, Craig, if you want APP. Alan Parsons Project, $8 on that one. Boy, that's what Stephen Chesney just popped up. Bonanza is a VG copy, $14.99. And Simon & Garfunkel, this is Parsley, Sage, Rosemary, and Thyme. That's 180 gram, $14.99. And Cat Stevens, T for the Tillerman. T for the Tillerman was $14.99. Alan Totten wants Carney. That's Leon Russell. That's $9.99. So here's how this works. Craig, if you want this for $8, it's yours. If not, we're going to sell it to Stephen Chesney. So Craig, just let me know. If not, Stephen Chesney gets it for $10. Terry Westwood said he'd give $10 for Robert Palmer. Go ahead and sell that to Terry for $10. And now we've got the $19.99 stuff. And Austin, I think that Styx record is somewhere in this bin. So we're going to get to it in just a second. Give me 1 second. He said, let Stephen have it. So Stephen Chesney did get the Alan Parsons Project for $8. Okay, so now $19.99 stuff. Eric Clapton, No Reason to Cry. That was a VG Plus. David Bowie narrates Peter and the Wolf. That's on green vinyl, $19.99. Crosby, Stills, and Nash. That is an EX. No, that's a VG Plus copy. VG Plus. So that one was a VG Plus, but it is an OG press. The Who. That's a German compilation, $19.99. White Witch is a VG Plus. That's on the Capricorn label. The Gino Vanelli MoFi pressing, Powerful People. Johnny Burnett, Rock and Roll Trio, that's $19.99. The band Cahoots is $19.99. So those are all $19.99 from Eric Clapton to where I just showed the band Cahoots. Susie said $10 for Bonanza. Go ahead and sell that to Susie for $10. Now we have $24.99. We have Coven for $24.99. Vandergraaf Generator, God Bluff for $24.99. Styx, Caught in the Act, that's the one Austin Cauldron wants. Sell that to Austin, that's $24.99. And here's another Crosby, Stills, and Nash. This one's a higher grade at EX, but it's a second repress. It's a second repress, and that one is $24.99. Pretty clean copy. And I think Austin wants to send that to David Bosworth. Is that right? I think he wants to send that one to David Bosworth. We'll make sure that's right so we make sure that gets tagged correctly. Sell Dell Sanders, the Beach Boys Party for $10. That's got the photo inserts with it. That's sold to Dell for $10. White Witch and the Who bundle. So we had those in the $19.99 section. Is that right? Yeah, those were in the $19.99 section. I'll do $35. They're already on sale, but I'll do $35 on both of them. I'll do $35 on both of them. He says, throw the sticks on invoice and put it in David's box. So charge Austin, ship it to David. $35 for both of those. Terry said, okay. That's $35 for White Witch and the Who. So that was kind of a compilation bin. And we did, here's what's left of 3 crates we did like that. We had a $19 and $24.99 crate, a $9.99 crate, and a $14.99 crate. This is what's left. CSN, Vandergraaf Generator, Coven, The Band, Johnny Burnett, Gino Vanelli, MoFi, CSN again, David Bowie. Is it just him reading a book? Yes, so this is David Bowie narrates Peter and the Wolf, and it has, orchestra music behind it to make it dramatic, part of the reading. But yes, that's what that is. Eric Clapton, No Reason to Cry. T for the Tillerman, Simon and Garfunkel, Steppenwolf, Ry Cooder, Naz, Beach Boys, Todd Rundgren, Emerson, Lake and Palmer, Mavis Staples, Errol Gardner, Age of Television, Marshall Tucker, and Emmylou Harris. Austin says he'll take the Bowie. Bowie's got a good voice to be reading. I'd listen to it. I think I have. I had a UK pressing of this one time, or a German. It was definitely a European press. Okay, well, we're on like the tail end of the show. At this point, I'm going to kind of see what y'all want to do. Me and Tanner have an extraordinary amount of stuff to do. It's kind of just me and him for the rest of the week. Sorting. We got to key in everything. We got to tag everything, key in everything, put it all in alphabetical order, and have all that done Saturday after the show so he can work on invoices on Sunday. And I'm pretty sure I've got to be here at the store tomorrow to open it up at 10 o'clock. And I'm not used to that. So I got to hopefully get a hold of my mom, make sure that's right. So the show's not over, but we'll see what goes on from here on out. John Porter said he'd give 7 for Marshall Tucker. I will reluctantly go ahead and take that. It's that time of night. Sell that to John Porter for $7. James Bragg wants a Gin Blossoms. James Bragg wants a Gin Blossoms. That's in one of these bins right over here. We can pull one out of this one. That was the 1999 section. Peter and the Wolf was 1999. Gin Blossoms to James Bragg. Box sets. I've got Dokken, Jimi Hendrix, Genesis, Soundgarden, David Gilmour, Muddy Waters, Rush, Metallica, and then UHQRs. I got Steely Dan, Dave Matthews Band, Led Zeppelin, 4 more Led Zeppelins, Kiss and Smashing Pumpkins, and Soundgarden. That's what I have in box sets. If any of those artists perk your interest, let me know. Brent Rabley said he'd give 10 for the Todd Rundgren, A Wizard, A True Star. You got it. Let me pull it back here. That was in the $14.99 section. We'll go ahead and sell that to him for 10. There is no Led Zeppelin 1. That's true. Was on the wait list for the Gin Blossoms. Tanner has my master list, but yes, I believe you were. It's not a Muddy Waters box set. It's a Muddy Waters. I think it's a one step. I think that says Muddy Waters, doesn't it? Nope, that's Crosby, Stills, and Nash. My bad. Only one I have. I got Led Zeppelin 3, Led Zeppelin 4. These are box sets. House of the Holy, Coda, BBC Sessions, How the West Was Won, Mothership, Creatures of the Night. I've got 4 copies of Melancholy, Steely Dan Can't Buy a Thrill, Steely Dan Countdown to Ecstasy, UHQR, Metallica Hardwired to Self-Destruct box set, Rush and Rio, Rush Time Machine, Crosby, Stills and Nash, MoFi, David Gilmour Live at Pompeii, Soundgarden, Genesis, Electric Ladyland, Dokken, and Dave Matthews Band live at Red Rocks. And I got a Soundgarden Deluxe. And technically, the Rush box set, the Rush self-titled box set. I've got Rush self-titled. $7 for Utopia from the half off bin. Let me pull that. Stephanie Harder wants the Crosby, Stills, and Nash OG, which is this one from the 1999 section. So that's Stephanie Harder's for 1999. Sorry, Doc, no Muddy. That is Crosby, Stills, and Nash. It looked like a one-step, and I thought it was Muddy Waters, but it's not. I had Muddy Waters Folk Singer. Let's see here. What's Steely Dan? I've got Countdown to Ecstasy and Can't Buy a Thrill, which both sound incredible. I have one each in my collection. They're about, well, for sure, Can't Buy a Thrill. This is about the best you can get when it comes to sound quality. Let me bring them over here so y'all can see what I'm talking about. These are $164.99. $164.99. Analog, yeah, I've got Analog Productions Folk Singer, that's correct. So UHQR, Can't Buy a Thrill, 100% Analog Masters, comes in this box. This is amazing, absolutely incredible. I need to order more Steely Dan Can't Buy Thrills. I don't have any of those in stock right now. And then Steely Dan Countdown to Ecstasy, that's the most recent one I have, $164.99. Boy, those are incredible. Absolutely incredible sounding. Scott Snee said $7 for Utopia from the half off bin. Let me see if I can find that fast enough for you, Scott. That's the next comment I see. That was $7 for Utopia. Here it is. Todd Rundgren. Sell that to Scott Snee for $7. James Bragg wants Countdown to Ecstasy. $164.99. Anybody else? Yeah, somewhere I've got a Muddy Waters Folk Singer UHQR, or not a UHQR, Jason said, here it is, Judy's, $50. Sell that to Jason F for $50, the Judy's Washerama. We can go put this back on the wall. Sure, nobody wants this, it's my last one. Well, that's incredible. No discount either. It'll be about $250 in a few months. Led Zeppelin Mothership, 4LP box. Somebody bought one today in the store. Somebody bought two today in the store. Yeah, somebody bought two of these today in the store. Or we sold them to two different people. $139.99. We've got 4 left. I was just telling Tanner the other day, I don't think we sell too many box sets. People just walk in the door. That's kind of a big decision to buy a $200 box set. So, the Steely Dans are $164.99. Craig Johnson says he wants a Can't Buy a Thrill. Let me go pull that back off the wall. So are those Steely Dan single LPs like the Rush? Yeah, those are UHQRs. Those are a high quality all analog recording. They're pressed at QRP. Those are cut from the original Analog Masters. And yes, it's all this packaging for 2 LPs. I think it's a 2 LP. Or is it a single LP? Is this a 45? I can't remember. But yes, it's all this packaging. It's pretty much in this is like a wooden dowel. It slides out, and then the jacket. It's a lot of packaging. These are absolutely, but yeah, these are cut from the original master tapes. Original master tapes. That's what Analog Productions does, and they're pressed in Salina, Kansas. Same companies almost. Chad Kassem, Analog Productions, Quality Record Pressings. And yeah, this is the best of the best. That's why it's $165. It's the mastering process, the way they press them, the quality of the vinyl. I mean, you get all the information. When you open it up, if you have the right equipment, this sounds like you're with Steely Dan. Sounds like you're in the studio. I mean, that's why they're $165. So I think somebody claimed this one. Craig Johnson. Craig Johnson, I guess you want that one. Can't Buy a Thrill. And yeah, that's incredible. Do you have Iron Maiden Live +1 amongst all those pictures? How much? On the Facebook Collectco page, you have Iron Maiden Live +1. I don't have that anymore, so I don't have that anymore. I know what you're talking about. That's a Japanese release. I don't have that anymore. Okay. Let's see what else I can put up in front of you. Let me walk. I'm going to walk over here and see what I've got in these bins. Let's see what we have over here. I do have a bin of Iron Maidens. I've got Ozzy, Diary of a Madman on colored vinyl. I've got Ozzy, Patient Number 9, the indie exclusive box set. Rush, Fly By Night, Exit Stage Left, Permanent Waves, Farewell to Kings, Self-Titled, Power Windows, Moving Pictures, Caress of Steel, 2112, Hemispheres, and Hold Your Fire. Pearl Jam, I've got Verses and 10. I've got Verses and 10 with Pearl Jam. And Lightning Bolt. Man, somebody just got pulled over here in the store with sirens and everything. They was tracking them. I need to take my phone. Jason, more Lana Del Rey's came in. You should have one on your invoice this week. Did you see my offer on a Roe Gardner? I did not. You might want to send that again. Green Day's Kerplunk. Yeah, that's on back order. I cannot get that. I cannot get that. Let's see here. Every record in the store. No, well, kind of, but not really. Kind of, but not really. Here, this may have that Muddy Waters in it. Let me see what I've got in here. Boy, what happened over there? Looks like I bet they pulled over Seth. Well, you know, usually you don't see sirens with traffic stops. Makes me think this guy was like running or something. A Roe Gardner. I will reluctantly sell you that for $5. Sure thing. Sell that to Dale for $5. Let's see here. What do we have? Luke Combs. This one's for you too. Luke Combs is $33.99. AC/DC, the 74 Jailbreak. AC/DC, $31.99. The Razor's Edge. This was a big restock. Razor's Edge, $31.99. Dave Matthews, Remember Two Things, $44.99. Alice in Chains, live at the Sheraton Lorena, $24.99. Beastie Boys, License to Ill, $36.99. Alice in Chains live. We have two different ones. We have one from 1990. This one's from 1992, $24.99. Prince, Purple Rain, $31.99. Promise, Selling the Seas of Cheese, $36.99 for Promise. Chris Stapleton from Room A Volume 1. This has Broken Halos on it. Fantastic song. $31.99. Pink Floyd, The Final Cut, $34.99. AC/DC, Back in Black, $31.99. Austin Cauldron wants the the Alice in Chains live from 1990. That's sold to Austin. There's more Back in Blacks. I do have some Japanese that could be bought now, so let me go get those. There's Muddy Waters Folk Singers. Once again, an Analog Productions, QRP, 100% Analog Masters. Muddy Waters is $49.99. And Stevie Ray Vaughan, this is the only Analog Production Stevie Ray Vaughan I have. $69.99 for Stevie Ray Vaughan, Texas Flood. $69.99. I think I got a couple of things I can show over here. Last thing, I can tell everybody's hanging around. They're waiting for something special, Tanner. They're waiting for a surprise. I got a really rare record over here that I hadn't shown anybody yet. I really don't want to price it, but I can show it to y'all because we've had it for a while. We've cleaned it and it's ready to go. So it's, yeah, I'm not going to sell it tonight, but I'll kind of give y'all a ballpark price. It's, Craig Johnson wants a Stevie Ray Vaughan. That's a Texas Flood. Here's a really rare record. You won't see this too much. The Story of Moondog. Prestige 70. What's the catalog number? Go look this up on Discogs. The Story of Moondog. Catalog number PRLP7099. There's one active for $1,768, and I think, I'm pretty sure the last sold for $777, and it was a VG copy or a G+. This cover is done by Andy Warhol. The Story of Moondog. Yep. That's about a grand. That's about a grand. Okay, here's some Japanese buy it now. We have Foreigner, Cold as Ice, 12-inch single. That's a $20 buy it now. Foreigner's a $20 buy it now. Elton John, Jump Up. Elton John, Jump Up. I got some last-minute Japanese blowouts here, okay? Elton John, Jump Up. $20 buy it now. $20 buy it now. Elton John, Jump Up. $20 buy it now. Duran Duran, Seven and the Ragged Tiger. $25 buy it now. $25 buy it now on Duran Duran. $20 on Elton John. Wham! Fantastic, Shrink Wrap, Near Mint. $35 buy it now. Wham! Fantastic. John Porter wants Elton John. That was a $20 buy it now. Duran Duran's $25. Wham! Is $35. Wings at the Speed of Sound. $20 buy it now. It's a VG Plus. It's about a VG Plus overall. $20 buy it now. Japanese press with Obi. ABBA, the album. $25 buy it now. Japanese press. That one's near mint and pristine. I guess that's it. I got a couple random things here. We have 10 Years After, A Space and Time, 50th Anniversary Edition. Those are $39.99. Terry Westwood wants the Wings album for $20. That's sold to Terry Westwood for $20. So Elton John $20, Wings $20. ABBA, Wham! Is still available. Operation Doomsday is $36.99. Trying to figure out what these are. These may be... Are some of these returns? I can't remember what this is. No, this isn't. Billy Idol is $34.99. Rebel Yell, $34.99. And what else do we have over here? A couple random. Kenny Wayne Shepherd is $34.99. That's on cream vinyl, limited to 1,000. And Warrant Cherry Pie is $44.99. Warrant Cherry Pie, $44.99. So Kenny Wayne Shepherd, that's a cream vinyl, limited to 1,000, $34.99. Warrant Cherry Pie is $44.99. Susie wants Kenny Wayne Shepherd. That's sold to Susie. Cherry Pie is $44. That's limited number and colored. Billy Idol's $34.99. Do you still have Otis sitting on the dock of Bay? I should. It might be in this bin right over here. Let's see. Morgan Wallen, Velvet Revolver, U2, Cinderella, Tonic, Kiss, Collect the Soul, Soundgarden, DJ, Depeche, Kiss, Skinner, Days of News, ZZ Top, Daft Punk, Run the Jewels, Slipknot, Rush, Helmet, Kid Rock, Judas, Black Label Society, Sex Pistols, Sex Pistols. So it wasn't in there. And let's see. I guess that's it. Then when the Foreigner, so the Japanese stuff was Foreigner, ABBA, Wham. Doc, I probably can find that. Let me take very close care of Moondog. Somebody asked where I got it. That came from the Dallas collection. It was just sitting in a bin in the back. I didn't even know really we had it. The price was $31.99. Skinner is Street Survivors. Daft Punk is Discovery. Daft Punk Discovery. Otis is $31.99. I know the price. I just don't know if I can locate it. Let's see. The band, Black Label Society, Warren Zevon, Grateful Dead, Smashing Pumpkins, Beatles, Cars. Well, we got a lot of new vinyl, don't we, Tanner? We have a lot. We got it stacked up everywhere. I got to get all this organized before. If I'm going to be at the store tomorrow, I don't want vinyl laying around everywhere like this. So the Foreigner Japanese is a pristine, near mint minus, Japanese 7-inch single. Cold as Ice is the A side. Cold as Ice, the B side is I Need You. That's a Foreigner 7-inch single. That's $20. $20 buy it now. Okay, I think I've run out of stuff to show y'all. Not really. There's only like 5,000 other crates we can go through, but we'll call it a night there. We'll be back again tomorrow. If something changes, I'll let y'all know, but we usually have a show on Saturdays. Shouldn't be any different tomorrow. If something comes up and we don't, then I'll let you know. David, if you want this, let me know. If not, we're going to sell it to Terry Westwood. He said he'll take it for $20. And David said he passes. All right. Thanks, everybody, for still hanging out. We usually go a little bit later like we did tonight on Fridays. And if we are live tomorrow, we'll probably go pretty late on Saturday too. So thanks, everybody, for watching. We appreciate it. We've had another great week. We're going to end up having 6 sales. Tomorrow's our 6th and final one, and then we'll send invoices and we'll start this all over. But tomorrow, we're going to have another sale unless something changes. But thanks for tuning in tonight. We got a lot of work to do here before we can head out, and we'll be back tomorrow at 7 o'clock. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Appreciate it.